Do you believe that deficit spending is immoral? And if so, and understanding the other side controls half of Congress, what would you do to propose and achieve a balanced budget amendment that would make it through Congress?
Well, let me answer the last part of that question first. A balanced budget amendment. First of all, I wouldn't support a balanced budget amendment unless it also included a limit on spending. Because if you have a balanced budget amendment and they're spending us into oblivion, then they can say, see, the Constitution requires that we raise your taxes because we got to balance the budget. And that's the way liberals think now. They think we don't have a spending problem. We just need more money from the people. If we just can tax the rich more, we'll be just fine. So I think that what we're lacking right now, frankly, is leadership. You know, the American people are pretty smart for the most part. You know, we got a few liberals that need some help, but we can work with them, but are pretty smart. And I don't think we're getting the kind of clear, clarion voice speaking out of Congress and out of Washington that explains to people where we are and what needs to be done. I'm always amazed that, you know, liberals can call conservatives extremists, and we don't hear any answer. We don't hear any explanation of why we take the stands that we take. Look, one of the reasons why I'm running is I feel these things passionately. And I think that the American people need to be told the truth in a way that they can understand and say, yeah, exactly, that's what I'm thinking, rather than this mealy-mouthed, political kind of double speak and end up saying nothing in the process and think maybe everybody's happy because nobody really understood what you said. So I think that we could have a balanced budget amendment. I think there are a lot of people who may not be registered Republicans but independents who would support it if someone would champion it and explain why it's necessary and where we are and where we're going if we don't do something to get our spending under control. Is deficit spending immoral? I would say as a general proposition, yes, I believe it is. Because we're not, remember, Washington doesn't have any money. It's borrowing from the American people. It's putting us in debt to do things that they think are good ideas. You know, we all have lots of good ideas. And, you know, we could always have somebody give us money to pursue our good ideas. But in Washington, you have people who have control over the public fisc, and they think that every good idea they have, they ought to take our money and spend it. So in that sense, yes, it is immoral. I can think of one exception where I would agree to deficit spending, and that is if we were facing a national emergency, a national security emergency. We were attacked. We had to fight to defend ourselves, and we had to engage in deficit spending to do that. We've got to survive first. But short of that, I think we just got to stop the deficit spending altogether. We'll be a much better country if we do.